PN junction diet. So, as we have discussed, this is the theoretical diagram of the PN junction diode. Right? It has two terminal diode. Diode is a two-terminal semiconductor device. It is the simplest of all the semiconductor devices. Why it is called as diode? Because it has two ends and the current flows only in one direction. There is a unidirectional flow of current in a PN junction. That device is called as diode. Die means two ends, okay, and this diode has unidirectional flow, and when we represent this diode in a symbolic form, we represent like this. Okay, this is the diode. This triangular form, this arrowhead is P and this bar is your N. So the current only flows from P to N. It will never flow from N to P. This will be not like it. Okay. So let us see the working. So for somewhat figure. Sides there are concentration of negatively charged area forming a potential area, and there will be a particular weight of this depletion region W having its barrier potential, say V0. As soon as we apply the forward bias, what is forward bias? When we connect the P end of the semiconductor diode with positive of the battery and N end with the negative of the battery, that is called as forward bias. Now, as soon as the forward bias is applied, some electrons, first of all, what happens? The first process happens is called minority carrier injection. Minority carrier injection. Let us see what is minority carrier injection. As soon as this forward bias is applied, the electron in the N side moves towards the P sides and holes on the P sides moves towards the N side. During this movement, the electrons process this during this movement, and after the application of forward bias, this junction weight decreases and the potential barrier also decreases. So it becomes easy to cross the electron from N region to P region and holes from P region to N. Now, as soon as the electron crosses this depletion region, the concentration, there becomes some concentration of electron at the edge of this junction, and here becomes the concentration of holes at this end. Now, this hole is your N region, and some holes have been injected in this N region. Similarly, here some electrons has been injected in the P region. So this electron here in the P region is your minority, and here the holes in the N regions are in minority. So this process is called minority carrier injection. First of all, this happens, minority carrier injection. Now, as soon as we continue applying the forward biasing, what will happen? This minority carrier, that is electron in the P region, will move towards the other end of the P regions. The electron movement, and the holes in the N region will move toward the other end of the N regions. So there will be a hole. And you know that the conventional direction of your current is the direction of positive charge carrier. So we give the direction of flow of current. Okay. In this way, in the forward bias, the diode starts working. So basically, you can note that for the action of this semiconductor diode, two things happen. First, the width of the barrier decreases. Okay, width of this depletion region decreases, minimizes. Second, the potential barrier created during the formation will also reduce. So we can say that as we apply the voltage V here, the potential barrier, the potential in this depletion region will become V naught minus V. This will be the net potential active in this depletion region. So due to this three phenomena, the action of the PN junction starts. Now this was your forward bias. Let us see the action of reverse bias. Now in reverse bias, what will happen? What is reverse bias? First of all, diode is in reverse bias. Now from the very logical thinking of this type of connection, you can see the electron will be attracted towards the P terminal, and the proton, that is the positive hole, will be attracted towards the N terminal of the battery. So what will happen? This will result in increase of the depletion barrier. This will increase the depletion region, width of the depletion region. And at the same time, if the width is increases, the potential, if width increases, the number of electron and proton towards P sides and N sides respectively will increase, increasing the potential barrier V naught. Okay. So if the potential barrier V naught is increased, the width is increased, what will happen? There is less probability of crossing the electron from N region to P region, and there is less probability of crossing the hole from P region to N region. But still some very less amount of current flows during the reverse bias also, that is called as drift current, which is not of useful purpose. So we neglect this drift current, and this is in micrometer. Okay, the reverse current, that is the drift current, the reverse current, that is the drift current, is measured in microampere, and the forward current is, during the forward biasing, the forward current is measured in milliampere. So you should remember that in a forward bias, the flow of current is only due to the majority carriers, and the flow of current, that is the reverse current, or also called as a drift current, is due to the minority carrier. This should be noted at this point. What is an ideal diode? Often and all, you will come across the term ideal diode in your theory as well as in numerical problem. Ideal diode. What is an ideal diode? What is an ideal diode? Okay. An ideal diode is one which resistance of the ideal diode, R for resistance, I for ideal, resistance of the ideal diode is equal to 0 in the forward bias, and resistance of an ideal diode, if it is equal to infinity in forward bias, reverse bias. So if these two conditions, first condition is resistance of the diode is equal to 0 during the forward bias, and the resistance of the diode is equal to infinite resistance provided by the depletion region in the reverse bias. These two conditions makes a diode an ideal. Now, where is this resistance provided? रेजिस्टेंस कहाँ पे लगता है? रेजिस्टेंस हमारा डिप्लीशन रीजन्स के कारण होता है, ठीक है। तो जब डिप्लीशन रीजन्स हमारा लेस हो जाएगा, पोटेंशियल बैरियर हमारा लेस हो जाएगा, तब हमारा रेजिस्टेंस हमारा 0 हो जाएगा, और बहुत कम हो जाएगा इट विल बी अप्रोक्सीमेटली इक्वल टू 0 in forward bias. But when we apply the reverse bias, this resistance will increase, means the width of the depletion layer will increase and the potential barrier will also increase. So the resistance provided by the depletion region in the reverse bias is very high, due to which no current flows. And you know the basic of the electricity, that if resistance is greater, current is less. If the resistance is less, current is this. The same funda applies here. So this is the condition for an ideal diode. Similarly, another point you should note, that a diode in the forward bias, this is equivalent to an on switch. This is equivalent to a switch on position of the switch. On position of the switch, as you know, allows the current to flow. So the forward biasing of diode will act as an on position of the switch, whereas the reverse biasing of the diode this will comparative to an open switch, means high resistance, and high resistance means no current. So this is the PN junction characteristics, means plotting a graph between current and voltage. So as we have seen in the conductor, the Ohm's law, when I say the characteristics of Ohm's law, I can plot here either VI or we can plot either I. So these two graphs, the graph itself is the characteristics. So in case of conductor, we know that the graph of a conducting material, the VI graph, the VI characteristics or the IV characteristics of a conducting material is an inclined straight line passing through the origin. But here you will see, for the semiconductor, the characteristics or the IV or VI graph is not a straight line, means it is non-linear. So VI characteristics characteristics of semiconductor is non-linear, or you can say or non-ohmic. Non-ohmic means it doesn't follow straight Ohm's law, and non-linear means it is not a straight. So how is the graph? So for drawing the graph, we take both the conditions, that is the forward bias and reverse bias. Of course, there is no use of reverse bias in a PN junction diode, but we used to draw the graph for the comparison with the forward bias. So for drawing the VI characteristic, we need an experimental arrangement. So draw this experimental arrangement. This is your potentiometer and this is your rheostat. At the fixed position of rheostat, rheostat को एक फिक्स पोजीशन करके हम पोटेंशियोमीटर को धीरे धीरे हम घुमाते हैं, ठीक है. तो दिस इज एन एक्सपेरिमेंटल अरेंजमेंट फॉर ड्राइंग द VI characteristics in forward biasing. And how do we take the reading? We see that after arranging the circuit correctly, at a particular value of the rheostat, when we increase the potentiometer from 0 value onwards in steps means 0 value knee voltage for silicon, अगर सिलिकॉन डायोड होगा तो ये लगभग अप्रोक्सीमेटली 0.7 वोल्ट होगा, और जर्मेनियम का लगभग ये 0.3 वोल्ट होता है. कहने का मतलब है कि अगर जर्मेनियम क्रिस्टल डायोड होगा तो ये जो नी वोल्टेज कहाँ ऑब्टेन होगा, 0.3 वोल्ट पे ही शुरू हो जाएगा. सपोज यहाँ पे ये पहले शुरू हो जाता है. दिस इज 0.3 वोल्ट एंड दिस इज 0.7. तो अगर दो ग्राफ दिया हुआ है, दोनों ग्राफ का नी वोल्टेज हमको दिया हुआ है, एक का 0.3 वोल्ट और एक का 0.7 वोल्ट, और ये हमको पता करना होगा